Alrighty, so we've got this question here. We're going lo-fi here with a little camera action, so I can use the calculators. Suppose you deposit $1,500 into a savings account, and that savings account pays 6% interest. That's a pretty sweet rate. An annual interest. Okay. Then no money is added or withdrawn. How many years will it take for the account to contain $4,000? So we want it to grow. We're trying to figure out how long. We don't have the time this time. Well, let's see here. So I don't know what t is. So it'll be a of t equals, and I'm starting with $1,500, and it's 1 plus the 0.06 raised to t. Well, what is my amount going to be after a certain amount of time? Well, it's going to be $4,000. My goal is $4,000, right? Okay. Well, there's a couple ways to go about this. Now, I can plug this function into my calculator. So if I go to my y equals in my calculator, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in 1,500 parentheses 1 plus 0.06, or you can just do 1.06. And we're going to raise that to the x. So instead of t, it's going to be x. In our calculator, x is going to be our t, which means our x-axis is going to be our length of time. So let's graph that. So I'm not seeing anything right now. Well, why is that? Well, let's change our window here. I'm going to go to my window, and I'm going to say that my y max, well, I'm starting at $1,500, and y is my money. Okay, so I'm going to change that. Let's just make it the 4,000. That's my goal. That's what I'm going for. So let's graph that now and see if I start to see. Now I'm getting a graph. Cool. So that's my starting point. That's when I deposited the money, and over the years I'm getting more and more. Okay. Well, my mark that I want to get to is way up top there. That's $4,000. Okay, so I want that line to keep on growing and eventually get up to here. Well, there's a couple ways to do this. One, I can take a look at my table, okay, and I can see when will my y value end up being $4,000. So when at 0 years, I'm at $1,500. So that's when I first add the money. After a year, I'm at $1,590, so $1,590, so on and so forth, and it continues to grow over the years. Well, when do I hit that $4,000 mark? What's up, dog?
What's up with you, dog?
That's Mr. Grabner entering the room. All right, so at 17 years, I have surpassed that $4,000 mark. So in about 17 years, I'm going to be at, so about 17 years, I'll be hitting that $4,000. Okay, that's about how long it's going to take for me to grow. Now, later on, when we start learning more about logs, we're going to learn fancy ways of solving this rather than just using your calculator. But that's pretty darn cool if you ask me.